Well, hello there, everyone. Hopefully this finds you doing well. It is Monday, November the 8th. I have been to the pool store. I've crunched numbers a bit, and I figured out my budget for the next 2 months, and I should end up the year with more cash than I have now, which is amazing to me. I'm back to the mud water. Oh, shoot. I meant to carry the bag in today to show you what mud water is, but just Google mud water. WTR for water, okay? But feel free, like the videos, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications, and feel free to comment and share videos. But anyway, I'm gonna talk about the most important trait, not really the most important trait, yeah, well, it is the most important trait. If you wanna become financially independent, okay, you wanna be wealthy, you want to invest, what is the most important thing to do? Yes, it's important to study. Yes, it's important to study your market. Yes, it's important to study stocks. Yes, it's important to look into alternative investments like oil and mineral rights, and so on and so on. That's all important. But the most important thing, and I've talked about in a lot of videos, you can remember me doing this. The most important is what is up here. It is the mindset. It's you have to want to become wealthy. You have to want to become financially independent. Okay, but it's not just wanting it. You can't just say, oh, I want a Tesla, and boom, there's a Tesla. You can't do that. You can't just say, boom, I want financial independence, and boom, and there it is. You can't do that, okay? It's the mindset because it takes focus. It's a journey. It does not happen overnight. You start today and you progress over a period of years, not days, years. Because no matter who you are, it's going to take years. Now, when I say years, I don't mean you start when you're 20 and you become financially independent when you're 60. I don't mean that at all. I mean you start today. And if you're extremely focused, make a decent income, and extremely focused, in 5 years, you'll be financially independent. If you're focused and make an average income, I think roughly a decade, 10 years, could be up to 15 years. Let's say a 10 to 15 year range, you can become financially independent. I've told you my story, okay? Just in a nutshell, I was 30 or so when I became a cop. I was 30 or so when I bought my old primary residence. I had 2 kids, I had a wife. We didn't make a lot of money. I was starting pay as a police officer in one of the lowest paid jurisdictions in the country per capita for the work we did. High crime rate and everything, but we were one of the lowest paid in the country, I believe, okay? And I still paid off my house in 17 years. Because I wanted a paid off house. I still became financially independent in just over 20 years because I wanted to be financially independent. And I could have become financially independent in exactly 20 years without knowing everything I know now. But I wanted a better lifestyle for me. I wanted to be financially independent with my wealth still growing. Okay? And that's what's happening. And I don't feel bad about this. Because if I can do it, you can do it. I'm never going to flaunt my wealth. But if you see me in a boat one day, or you see me driving a Maserati one day, or you see me living in a nicer house one day, don't be jealous. Don't think, oh man, he had an easy life. Oh man, he worked a high-paying job. Oh man, his parents gave him this or that. Don't think that. I was a blue-collar worker my entire life. I scrimped and saved pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, dollars for many, many, many years, okay? I did not know back then what I know now. Knowing what I know now, if I could take this brain and put it in my 30-year-old body, I would have been retired when I was 40. If I could take this brain and put it in my 20-year-old body, I would have been retired by the time I was 30, guaranteed. I guarantee it for me. If I guarantee it for me, I can't guarantee it for you. But if you want it, then go for it. Take a piece of paper. This isn't my goals, but write down your goals. Write down what you want. You want financial independence in 10 years. Okay. Now you got the end game. Then go back and start today. What are you going to do to accomplish that? Look at you got to be working a job. Look at your paycheck. You make whatever you make. Okay? Look at your expenses. Yes, you might have to sit down and spend a couple hours, boo-hoo, spend a couple hours and write down your expenses. Write them down for a week, write them down for a month. Figure out where you spend your money. Okay? So when I look around, so many Americans are financially ignorant. So many Americans are in debt. So many Americans live beyond their means. So many Americans will never be financially independent. I think about all the people I've told my channel about, and so many of them do not watch it. So many of them tell me they don't have time. They're just not interested just yet. But guess what? We all have more or less the same amount of time. There's 365 days in a year, okay? If you live to be 90 years old, there's roughly 32,000 and some days in your life, okay? Some of us live to be 60, some of us live to be 70, some of us live to be 80, some of us live to be 90, some of us live to be 20. We're all different, okay? But we don't live forever. So what you got to do is get focused now. The younger you are, today's the day, okay? And when I say the younger you are, yes, the younger you are, the better it is. But it doesn't matter if you're 30, doesn't matter if you're 40, doesn't matter if you're 50. I didn't buy my first rental house till I was 49 years old. Okay? I'm now 54 years old. From that time I bought my first rental house at age 49 till now, my net worth has increased, I'm guessing, $1.4 million. Okay? That's just a ballpark. I might be off by a little bit. Okay? In 4 years, 5 years. It's about a 5-year period, I guess, from then. Okay? How did I do this? I didn't cheat anybody. I didn't steal anything. All I did was I got extremely focused. Back when I got my first rental house, it took me a while. Like, I didn't buy my second one for almost 12 months later. I bought my first in January. I bought my second in December because it took a little while. But then I bought my next one in May of the following year as a triplex. And I bought my next one in August. Okay? So it's like a snowball that starts slow, but then it starts speeding up. Okay? It's the mindset. It all comes back to the mindset. The mind can control the body. The mind does control the body. Okay? Look at how much you make at your job. Look at your expenses. If you make this, the problem with the United States of America is the average American makes this much, whatever that figure is, and they spend this much. Okay? They spend more than they make. They go in debt. They go in credit card debt. They just go in debt. There are Americans who live perpetually in debt. They spend more than they make. Okay? You make this much, you spend less. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. You make $1,000 a week, you spend $900. You make $500 a week, you spend $450. You spend less than you make. That's all you have to do. That one simple step. Spend less than you make, and then learn how to invest that difference. Okay? I have talked on this channel about stocks, crypto, real estate, oil, mineral rights, art, wine, farmland, all just a bit. Some of them I might have just mentioned, but I've talked about them. Okay? I have videos out about if you have little to no money, how to start investing. If you have little to no money, and I'll wrap this video up, either start and do both. Start investing in stocks and maybe start investing in crypto. But keep crypto a smaller percentage of your portfolio. Crypto is volatile. Crypto in 2021 reminds me of internet stocks in 1999. 1999, internet stocks could do no wrong. They were shooting to the moon. They could do no wrong. Okay? They crashed and burned. Even the big names from 1999 that are still here today, they crashed and took a long while to get back up. They were flying high in 1999. I know because I was investing through that time period. I was buying those stocks. I know. So when it comes to crypto, the same thing appears to be happening. I have just bought 3 positions now in crypto. 3 different ones. I'll tell you what they are. I don't care. It's Bitcoin. It is, the next one's Solera, I think, or SOL. That's the ticker, SOL. And the third one is Ethereum, ETH, I think. BTC, ETH, SOL. Those are the 3 crypto I have bought, cryptocurrency, let's just say. Okay? I'm up in just a couple days, 3.3%. 3.3% in a couple days translates to I don't know what in a year, a lot more if it kept going up like that. Okay. Prices are expensive right now. It wouldn't surprise me to see them pull back at some point, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next year, but they may keep on going, they may pull back. So be careful. Buyer beware, okay? Make crypto a small percentage of your portfolio. Do not invest everything you have in crypto. It's a small percentage of your portfolio. Invest more in stocks, but do it with the intention of moving into real estate. The stock market is also volatile and the stock market will crash. Move it into real estate. All you need, I'll throw out a ballpark number, two little numbers, $15,000 to $20,000, and you get your first rental property. All right, you can do it. You can do it. All right. All right. Hopefully this was motivating just a way. I know I looked a little serious in there, but I was trying to figure out what to talk about, and that's what I talked about. So let me know what you think. Can you do it? Can you stay focused? And trust me, the mind is the most important thing in regards to investing, the mindset. All right? Mazske is signing.